All right, welcome Ron Futrell here, Liberty.com, the website, of course, and we're with Michael Johns, who has a great, distinguished career, certainly in politics. The Tea Party movement, where's that headed? There's been a lot said about it, a lot written about it. What's the future?
Well, I think that the movement, it really is the most exciting political development of our lifetimes. It has galvanized literally tens of millions of Americans to become engaged in the political process.
The media seems to want to, and pop culture wants to try to destroy this medium, which to me says it's arrived if it's that big of a target.
I think it's very difficult for those that maybe have an antithetical ideological vision to realize how threatened the American people feel by the direction of this country and these policies.
All right, welcome back. We're here with Michael Johns. The get out the vote issue will be big November 2nd. November 3rd is going to be when we find out really how successful this first wave of Tea Party movements is. Would you agree?
I do agree with that. I agree with that because, really when you think of it, there's not really yet anyone that you can point to saying, hey, that's a Tea Party elected official. And, so you're correct that November 2nd will be a rendering of judgment on the movement's effectiveness from an electoral political standpoint. And there's a dozen races around the country that have been depicted nationally as Tea Party versus political establishment races. It's probably unreasonable to think we're going to win all of those, but it's the story when you wake up on 3rd is going to be the Tea Party movement is for real, and it really is the real deal, or it's still in an infancy standpoint from the standpoint of its electoral effectiveness. I think it's going to prove very successful, and I think it's going to shock the world. That's my view.
Obama promised transparency. We haven't seen much of that, though, in his administration. Have we on everything from where he was born to what he's doing now in the administration?
Right. I mean, the process that they have taken as it relates to legislation is always to huddle behind closed doors in the West Wing, to collaborate only with their far-left allies in Congress, and to put forward legislation that can never have enough time to be dissected, analyzed, understood, debated, amended, and to ram through these packages with huge amounts of urgency, presenting the argument that if it's not passed yesterday, Western civilization will collapse.
What does liberty mean to you?
Liberty, I think, to me, means that we have over 300 million Americans in this country, that all of whom have differing skills and abilities and talents and value traits that they bring, that they offer our country and the people that they interact with. Liberty is allowing each individual to flourish to his or her ultimate capability, allowing him or her to really ascend to whatever level of success they can without being penalized, and also allowing them periodically to, within reason, fail. Because, really frankly, that's what's made America great, is that we've incentivized risk-taking, reasonable risk-taking. We've, allowed people to go out and pursue huge dreams and aspirations. And we've tried to just have a government that enforces reasonable laws that maintain, the security and reasonable commerce and civility of a society. And to me, if you're able to do that, then government's serving the purposes of liberty. Once you start having a government that says that it should be pursuing interests A, B, or C, that goes beyond those, you always run the risk of that trade-off between liberty and security. And we are undeniably, in my view, and I think in most Americans, a less free country today than we were 100 years ago.